Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Yesterday, those who have not come, just a recap. Discovery does not create anything. Discovery is not an action. It is said that when something is created, then action is required. And discovery is that which is already existing, but it is covered by ignorance. So, if the ignorance is removed, the covered thing is not created, it was already there. Like many a times, we have something somewhere kept, is covered with either papers or cloth or something. We keep on searching, we don't get it. And finally, when that covering is removed by whatever way, immediately the thing which we were seeking is not created, already there. This is the basic principle. Therefore, we also don't have to become divine. We are divine. But the problem is, this divinity is covered by something. See? How we are divine? Because we discover happiness when we drop everything. So when we go to sleep, what is the process of going to sleep? We start giving up everything. Everything we give up. First of all, we give up our achievements, failures, friends, enemies, nationality, riches, poverty, health, disease, relations, possessions. Slowly, slowly things are discarded. Then we come to our house. Everything is discarded. We are below the quilt. And when there is nothing to discard, there is one thing still hangs on. And that is, I want to sleep. Till such time, I and want is, sleep doesn't begin. In sleep, there is nobody. So when there is nobody, no possessions, no relations, and no problems. And therefore, all happiness. Whenever there is happiness, it is never silent happiness. See? When there is a bad thing happening, so we go for the condolence. We don't celebrate condolence by music. We go and keep quiet. Why? About no, somebody died. So let us observe silence for 5 minutes. But in deep sleep, we are so happy that we start snoring. Try to snore when you are alive now, when you are awake. You cannot, because you are not happy. So, what is the principle we have to learn? Friends, my all spiritual life, whatever I have lived till date, is based on only this one principle. Learn, learn, learn from every experience of your life. When we learn from the experience of our life, with every additional experience, we grow wise. And who are wise people? Wise people are those who never become miserable. And who are otherwise people? Who are always miserable. So you find out. See? And why we are seeking happiness? Because that is our natural state. See, friends, God did not create this world out of frustration. No. See, friends, therefore, what we have to learn from this experience of ours, when we start giving up, and there is nothing to be given up, then whatever remains is the reality, the truth that we are. Now, next step. Our present understanding is I am because of the body. If the body dies, I die. If the body is healthy, I am healthy. If the body is unhealthy, I am unhealthy. This is our understanding at present. Now, just again analyze your experience. When we dream, in dream, this body is not available to us. But we are there because going through the dream experience. Similarly, in deep sleep, even the mind is not available. But we are still there. Therefore, our presence is independent of the body and the mind. One by one, I am telling you, go deep into this understanding. There cannot be a thought without a reference. We require some reference. See? Now let us do one small experiment. Become parent or children, whatever you like. Either become parent or become children. And now think. Stop. Now become husband or wife and think. Stop. Now remain as Mr. Nobody. Now think. So we have conducted 3 experiments. Number 1, when we became parent or children, the thoughts were pertaining to children or parents. When we became husband or wife, the thoughts were pertaining to wife or husband. When we are nobody, no thoughts. So, like without a seed, a plant cannot grow. There may be a wonderful soil available. But if there is no seed, plants cannot grow. In the same manner, at the root of every thought, there is seed, and that seed is Mr. Somebody. Next step is just example. Next step. I am a husband and somebody's wife. And then I am miserable. So what will be my understanding? I am miserable because of my wife. Then what will be my approach to the life? Try to improve the wife. It will never be successful. Think. Then what we do? We only go on complaining. Complaining about the mind is not the way to grow wise. You see, most of us have this problem. Like many people, when they come, they ask us, Swamiji, I want to learn meditation. So why you want to learn meditation? No, because I am very disturbed. Now be attentive. Once I was going to a gym, and in that entry, there was somebody who asked me, Swamiji, where are you going? I said, I am going to gym. May I come with you? I said, I don't know. It's not my place. You ask the person in charge. So the person in charge said, no, you cannot come. So why? You have got crutches. You have got a belt. Now, unhealthy person is not admitted in the gym. Gym, who can go? He who has health and wants to maintain the health. Unhealthy person cannot go to gym with a fractured rib. No, you can't go. In the same manner, only a healthy person can think properly. Unhealthy person cannot think properly. And health is at three levels: body level, mind level, and the eye level. I am very miserable. I am very unfortunate. I am very unlucky. Instead of complaining, find out. Presently, we know what we are. We have to find out who we are. Am I one or inside a poultry farm? I am mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, in-laws, outlaws. So many of them. And wherever there is a crowd, there will be a noise. Therefore, if we are clear that every thought begins from the seed, Mr. Somebody. Now find out that somebody. Is this somebody real or it is only adjustment? See? These are the things we must be clear. Then we see life becomes a fun. That's what our Maha Mantra is. Life is a time pass. Nothing to gain, nothing to lose. See? It is not difficult. Only cool mind. Think properly. So, a man is referred in three ways. He is a son to his father. He is a husband to his wife. He is a father to his son. Has that man become three? Man is only one. And who is disturbed? Who is miserable? It is the son is miserable because of the Hitler father. It is the husband is miserable because of, I don't know. And the father is miserable because of the monster son. Man is not miserable. Be very attentive. Man has become son. Man, the same man has become husband. The same man has become father. These three entities who are suffering in life, what they have to do? Do they have to divorce the father so that I am no more a son? Do they have to divorce the wife so that I am no more a wife? Or divorce the son so that I am no more a father? No. No need. Then don't take them seriously. Take them lightly. Because the one who is miserable doesn't exist. How can you help a non-existing entity? Friends, our condition is like a dog standing in front of the mirror, and we are also standing in front of the mirror. In both cases, there is no option whether there will be reflection or no reflection. No option. Reflection will be there. But the difference is the dog takes the reflection to be real and start fighting. We also see the reflection, but we don't take it as someone enemy. We don't start fighting. On the contrary, we do our makeup to cover the breakup. See? Experience is the same, but the dog fights, we don't. If this example is clear, exactly the same way. Body identification is common for we people and the great masters. It's common. But the difference is we take body identification, meaning I am man, I am woman, I am young, I am old, I am beautiful, I am awful. This identification we take real. But the wise people, they know I am living through the body. I am not living as the body. See, friends, these are basics of life. Unfortunately, throughout the world, never we are ever told, either by our parents or by our teachers or the so called great people, never tell us how to think. And therefore, all the problems come. So, this thinking is covering our divinity. A garden is a garden because of the plants. A jungle is a jungle also because of plants. So, what is the difference between the two? When we go to the jungle or a forest, we are afraid something may happen. But when we go to to a garden, we are so happy. So, what is the difference? Difference is in the forest, the vegetation is growing wild, no discipline. Any tree, any plant grows anywhere. And when you go through, you have to suffer. But when we go to a garden, every plant is selected, planted, distances are proper, culled, pruned, protected. Therefore, although they are the same trees and plants, but garden becomes a place of joy and forest becomes the place of misery. Come back to your mind. Is our mind a garland or a jungle? See? There is no control over thinking. It is coming like mad. See, friends, if you want to observe this, you see, this is my time pass. I enjoy, I celebrate this thing. A very best way to spend time. I keep on moving around the world. Therefore, and all alone. There's nobody other than my suitcase. Nobody with me. So, when on the airports, there is a lot of time, 1 hour for the departure of the flight. So, you simply sit down casually and observe the world. You will see so much great fun. You don't require anything else. Somebody will be sitting. What is he doing? He's talking to himself. See? I don't know. Maybe you put it down. Be careful.
There you go, no power now. Oh, sorry.
Am I okay, audible to all?
Yes.
Then forget about it.
Perfect. Then we forget about it.
Forget about it. So, one gets so much tired of this unwanted talking to oneself. And when we take drinks, drugs, or go to sleep, what happens? This talking to oneself stops. And peace prevails. We don't have to do anything. On the contrary, the real spiritual life is a process of undoing and unbecoming. You see, all those people, those who do meditation, they suffer the maximum. Constantly sitting there, you should not think. And keep why the thoughts come? Stop, man. Let them come. Who cares? See? Will you go to the eye doctor and say, "Sir, when I open my eyes, I can see everything perfectly well"? He will say, "Then are you mad or what? You're okay." Oh, very good. Then I go to ENT fellow and tell him, when I am in people talk, I can hear perfectly well. Then why you have come to me? So seeing by the eyes is natural, hearing by the ears is natural, thinking by the mind is natural. Why it should be a burden? Why should we say there should not be thoughts in the mind? Where the thoughts will come in the nose, you blow them out. See, friends, we have never taken care of our mind. The mind is covering our divinity. See? And what is that in the mind which is covering our divine, happy, blissful nature? Is the desires. If we have to write our biography, what we will write? In childhood, we were trying to fulfill our desires by getting and demanding things from the parents or somebody. Then we are slowly growing up. Then the childhood toys, everything becomes secondary. Then we are teenagers. Then we are running after the young toys here and there. Consider the whole world as rubbish. Then again we grow. That is also drop. Then we become middle age. And in that middle age, our desires are different. Then we become old. There also desires are different. The whole life we have spent only fulfilling the desires. But if we learn, you will stop it. Now, take for example, this is an object. I have heard that this object is good, it is available, and it is useful, and it is a source of happiness. I heard about it. First, knowledge. Then that knowledge will create a turmoil in my mind, and the turmoil will be I will project on this object. Okay, this object, if it is with me, I will be happy. If I don't get it, I will be miserable. Therefore, this thought becomes prominent and powerful. I want that. I want that. Without that, what is the life? I must get it anyway. And then be attentive. Then I get this object. Then what happens? The thought, I want that object, that thought is quietened. But I, as a fool, what do I understand? I did not have that object, I was miserable. Now I got the object, I am happy. Therefore, happiness has come from the object. This is our wrong understanding. Object remains the same. Everybody doesn't get happiness from the same object. But then where from the happiness comes to us? Only because we have quietened the desire. So what is covering our divine beauty? I want this, I want that, I want this, I want. There is no end to that. And in deep sleep, there is no desire. Therefore, all happiness. See, one of my old friend, retired brigadier, maybe 80, 85 not out, he met me on a airport and he said, Swamiji, good news. I said, are you getting married again or what? He said, no, 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 not married. I have given up smoking. I said, what is great about it? He said, you don't know. I have been smoking for last 60 years. From the age of 20, I was smoking. Every day, 2, 3 packets. But now I have given up smoking. It's good news. I said, very good. Now my life is learn from everything. So I want to learn from your experiment. You are a guinea pig for me. Wise people learn from somebody else's experiment. Ignorant people don't learn even from their own experience. So I asked him, you had been smoking for 60 years. You have the measurement of happiness of smoking for 60 years, one data. Now you have given up smoking. There also you are happy, second data. Now if you have to compare between these two, which is the superior happiness? The smoking happiness superior, or you have given up the smoking, that is superior. And he said, no way. This is highest happiness in my life. I can live without smoking. Conclusion, real happiness is not in indulgence. That indulgence makes us slave. A slave can never be happy. Be a master. How can the worldly things and beings make us dance? See, friends. But what happens? These various billboards or the TV advertisement, they say, now this new phone has come. If you buy this new phone, you will get this thing, you will get that thing, you will get that. And you buy very expensive phones. And what you do with that? Nothing but useless one or two photographs, and you have spent already millions in that. See, friends. Therefore, this is the most important principle. We have to reduce the abscess of desires on our mind. I tell you how the desire happens. Once I was going along the river in India, and there was a lot of muddy area I had to go through. So maybe up to my ankle there was mud. So my feet was going inside. And when I was going through, some thorn has gone in the foot. But I can't do nothing because all muddy. So somehow I crossed, washed my feet, and forgot about that thorn. After 2 or 3 days, it started giving pain. Then I started limping. So my friend said, hey, what happened? I said, I don't know, I'm feeling pain. He said, come, let me check. And he was a doctor. So he saw, he said, God, there is a thorn in your foot. It has to be removed. I said, okay, remove it. He removed it. I said, now what? He said, now nothing. The tissue will repair itself. You don't have to do anything. Only I'll put some bandage so that the infection doesn't go in. That's it. Not for repairing the tissue. And when he saw that area where the foreign body has gone, it was swollen, it was reddish, it was painful, it was tender. What was the cause? Foreign body has entered. Remove it, it comes back to normal. If this example is clear, come back to yourself. Whenever any object enters our mind, it is a foreign body. That foreign body creates a reaction in the mind. And the reaction is an abscess, what we call desire. And when the desire is there, you cannot be happy. I want, constantly under pressure. And when we get our desire fulfilled, meaning what? Now that object is removed from the mind. Now I got it, now I don't want it. Slowly, slowly, the mind cools down. And we have never learned this, that entry of the worldly objects and persons create disturbance in our mind. Now the next question comes. It is easy to understand a thorn going in the foot. But how the worldly things and beings go in our mind? Now, this phone, it has not gone inside the mind. How it goes? Very simple way to understand. To whatever we have given importance, that becomes the source of disturbance for us. Think? Whatever we have given importance. Give importance to punctuality. You will be the most miserable. Everywhere there will be no punctuality. Give most importance to the cleanliness. Everywhere you will go, you will see only dirt. Give importance to your children, they will become the thorn in your head. See, friends, slowly When you understand this, we have some obsessions about something or the other. These obsessions are called as likes or dislikes. And likes and dislikes have no logic. No logic. Steve was telling me, Swamiji, that point I liked very much. For example, I do not like yellow color. I like blue color. Now, what is the logic? No logic. And our whole life is guided by these personal likes and dislikes. And we think ourselves to be intelligent, logical. See? Therefore, to discover our divinity, the first step will be we have to rise above personal likes and dislikes. Many places they use one word, which is a very bad word. Avoid using that word. The word is hate. Even small kids say, I hate that. When you say hate, your whole chemistry becomes dirty. It's okay, you don't like it, it's okay. I don't like it. Instead of that, I don't like it, they say, I hate that. Are no hatred. Hatred is a poison in our system. We are not obliged to like everything, but we are not obliged to hate anything, to hate anybody. See? And when we give undue importance to our personal likes and dislikes, we are covering our divinity. Now, see how it is. The You go to the eye doctor, and then he puts some glasses and asks you to read it. Can you read that? One ignorant person like me went to the doctor, and he was tested for his vision. He said, can you read the first line? No. Second line? No. Okay, he increased the font. Can you read now? No. How can't you read? Because I don't know English. So what will you do to such a person? He was not asking the knowledge of English, only letters A, B, C, whether you know or not. So, when the doctor is showing us all those things, what he is doing? He is trying to see whether our focal length can be adjusted or not. See, our vision is not given by doctors. What the doctors do is help us in adjusting the focal length. If I remove my glasses, I see you all as a collage. And if I had to see you distinctly, I had to put on the glasses. Exactly the same way. If we put on the glasses of wisdom, our life will be different. But we are putting the glasses of the personal likes and dislikes. Imagine, for the sake of imagination, you put on yellow glasses, yellow color. What will be your perception? Whole world is suffering from jaundice. See? Now, where is the jaundice? It is neither in the people nor in our vision, but it is in our glasses. So which glasses we are looking at this world? Likes and dislikes. Therefore, if we rise above the likes and dislikes, then slowly we will give minimum choice to ourselves. Lesser the choice, more is the happiness. More the choice, less is the happiness. Zero choice, all happiness. See? We all have two causes of miseries. Miseries of having something, in miseries of not having something. Both the things create miseries for us. Those who have lot of money, they are miserable. How to protect that money, how to hide it, how to not give the taxes, they are miserable. And those who don't have money, they are also miserable. I don't have money. What poor money will do? We have to understand that whenever we are holding something or leaving something, we remain the same. Therefore, friends, unless we remove these unwanted likes and dislikes from our mind, we will not discover happiness. This is the self discovery. Now, up to this point, we have come. Now, we go to the next step. We have to work on our mind. Like we have got a body workout, we go for running to reach nowhere. We keep on lifting the weights to put it down. What else is there? I always have a fun when I look at these people. They'll be lifting the weight and see there how they are great, feeling great about themselves. How long? We'll see all the weightlifters, maximum up to the age of 25, 26. After they get that medal, then keep it down. And then they stop their exercise. Then all their biceps and all the thickness on the upper part of the body starts migrating. And then the bulge comes out and all that. What kind of life it is? We work by the body, we work on the body. Very good. Same way, we have to work by the mind and we have to work on the mind. Yesterday I made this point very much. Again, I am repeating, it is the most important thing to discover yourself. That is what we call self discovery. Nobody can help us. If I am hungry and I tell my friend, hey, I am not in the mood, you eat on my behalf. No, your hunger will not go. We have to do it ourselves. So we have to work on our mind. When we don't work on our mind, we are told, go for counseling. And who are this counseling fellow? They are also victim of their own mind. One blind trying to help other blind. See, there were two psychiatrists working in the same town and both of them retired. Between the two, one became a psychic case. The other remained normal. So, this psychic case fellow asked, hey, we work together in the same town. We have practiced very well. How come I have become a case, psychic case, and you have not become? What is the secret? His secret is when your patients were talking to you, all their problems, you are listening. When my patients were talking to me, I was not listening. Don't listen unnecessary things. Hey, friends, work on the mind. And to work on the mind, number one, we have to know. Mind expresses as words. This is the font. This you will not get in any book. I am telling you after I have worked on it for years together. Try to think without using any word. Can you think? We are constantly inside, like a poultry farm. Cock, 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 cock. If you say see, I was going to Australia. I had a friend with me. When we are going through this immigration, there was one passenger, whosoever he may be, he happened to cross the immigration officer, started using bad language, shouting and foul expressions. So immediately the police was called, he was bundled and taken away. And the whole atmosphere in the hall became tense. And my friend was holding my hand. Swamiji, Let us pray to the Lord. What? We should not go to that man, He will trouble us, Do you have your return ticket? And see, I have no problem. I am the citizen. But, they will trouble you, Please, do you have return ticket? You have got visa paper properly? Everything is there? I said, why are you worried, man? Relax, relax. No, no, no. Something may happen. It was so tense. And as a fun, we were directed to the same man. And he was holding my hand so firm. I said, hey, my blood circulation has stopped. Leave it. And when we went there, he just took my passport, put the stamp, did not ask a single question. We went, Swamiji, I am so relieved. Now, who is responsible for this problem? Relax, relax. When you are relaxed, you don't talk to yourself. When you are tense, you cannot stop talking to yourself. Give it a try. Do this as your simple method of self discovery. Start with a small dose. Like example I can give you. Don't complain, oh, it is very difficult. Yes, it is difficult, but you have to work on it. Imagine a child starts walking. How does he start walking? This is how I have been learning everything. The child sees lying on the back when born, sees around. Everybody is walking. Come on, how can't I walk? Then he sees, oh, they are walking by the legs. I will also walk with the legs. And then he starts moving his legs. Not moving. What is wrong? I think probably I am not moving the legs properly. Then he turns. And then he comes on his stomach. Then, like a reptile, he starts moving. Then slowly he comes on his knees and hands. A child never asks his mother, Mummy, Mummy, when you were small, how you started walking? Can you teach me? No. We have to learn ourselves. Don't complain. Living at zero complaint level, don't complain. Work. So, what is the technique? The technique is this: do not talk to yourself. Now, the uh, chemistry behind this, I'll tell you. Wherever there is a movement, this world of problems is created. Where there is no movement, world of problem is not created. Morning, one event. Then breakfast, second event. Lunch, third event. Evening tea, fourth event. And then supper, fifth event. Late night eating, seventh event. Slowly, slowly, a sequence is established. Wherever a sequence is established, the world is created. We go away from ourselves. Don't allow a sequence to be created. See? And how the sequence is created? Sequence is created only of the finite things, not the infinite. Like words are finite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A sequence is created. See? Now, between these two words, 1 and 2, between these two words, there is a silence. Now, make silence as the object of your experience. For example, we say, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. 3 times I said. So the sequence is created, mind is maintained. Now we have to transcend the mind. We don't have to kill the mind, transcend the mind. And for that, this is the technique. Between the two Hari Om, there is silence. So increase the gap between two words. Hari Om. Hari Om. As you start extending the awareness of silence, the world which is covering our divine blissful nature is allowed to express. Give it a try, it is not difficult. Start with a small approach, 1 minute. Then after 1 minute you have done it, very good. Now let us do it for 2 minutes. Then sit again quiet. For 2 minutes you are not going to talk to yourself. After you are firm in that, then make it 3 minutes. And while doing this, when I was doing this thing, what I got is one of the mantra. Mantra is see, hear, don't talk. Our habit is whatever we see, we have to comment. Whatever we hear, we have to evaluate. Just stop it. When we talk to others, we talk about their past or our past. When we talk to ourselves, we talk about the future. The net result is we are never in the present. It's such an irony. We have no option but to live in the present. We cannot live yesterday. We cannot live tomorrow. It is easier to live today. But why this happens is because mind cannot survive in utter present. For its own survival, like we take food for our survival, the mind's food is the past memories and the future worries. Arrest these two areas. Mind is in utter present. Past is tense. Future is tense. And therefore, present also becomes tense. And a whole life is in tensions. But if you drop the past tense, if you drop the future tense, present is not a tense. Then it is no more a present. It is a presence. We come to the divine self that we are. Now be attentive. That doesn't mean we become dumb. Hey, what happened? I don't know. Since I got realized, I have become like this. No, 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 no. It means like the space. Space supports earth, waters, fire, air. Doesn't get influenced by any one of them. All four of them, earth, water, fire, air, they are constantly moving. Space doesn't move. So our experience, self-discovery experience will be, we will be at home with everything, everybody, every situation, every time. Like the space is at home, let it be a temple, a church, or a toilet. No problem. That being at peace with ourselves. That is what they say, the peace that passes beyond all understanding. It is not against the sounds. It is not against the activities. It is supporting everything and yet not getting disturbed by anything. See, friends, there is no creation. It is our natural state. And the net result is, see, if you take two pieces, imagine these two pieces, they are exactly same for the sake of understanding. Both are iron pieces. Then we put them in two containers having steel nails or filings and lift them up. In one iron comes with a lot of iron filings attached to it, other comes alone. Then what will conclude? This iron is magnet and this is not a magnet. Now, if we want the inherent potentiality dormant in this iron piece to be invoked, what will be the process? Process is this ordinary magnet should go to the this ordinary piece of iron should go to the magnet and spend time in a proper manner. So rub it in one direction slowly. What will happen? Face will not change, size will not change, color will not change, weight will not change. But there will be change inside. All the atoms which are haphazardly spread, they will be reorganized. And the dormant magnetic potentiality will be invoked in that iron. Is it not? We don't inject that from outside. In the same way, my friends, it doesn't come from outside. We are like the iron piece. Although we have all the potentiality, but it is wasted haphazardly. And the only way is practice this slowly, slowly, not in a hurry, slowly practice. As a result, what happens? Like the magnet doesn't invite the world to come to it, but wherever it is, naturally the iron pieces are attracted. And because of that, this magnet doesn't have the arrogance. See, I am calling so many people. No, even the magnet is not aware that he is attracting so many pieces of his kind. Because now the divinity in us is getting manifested. And the person, he will never know that. Like a beautiful flower never knows it has a fragrance. A flower doesn't give fragrance, it has a fragrance. Whether somebody comes and uses or not, it makes no difference. In the same manner, the self that is discovered by working on the mind. Slowly, the change will start coming. And the change will be, we will be happy under all conditions. Living at zero complaint level, no complaints. Presently, we are the mobile complaint boxes. We have got complaint about something or the other. If there is nothing to complain, today it is too hot, complain. Arre? When it is hot, we complain. So God, out of compassion, said, okay, my dear, I'll send you rains. Then the rains come. Again we complain, oh, it is too much of rains, you know. Okay, I'll stop rains. I'll send you the cold. Oh, it is too cold. Bhagavan, God will say, this fellow, give him anything, he only complains. Therefore, he doesn't listen to us. Adjust and decide only one principle in life. We are here to express happiness. What is the purpose of this mic? Purpose of the mic is it should communicate what I talk to you in a proper manner. If the mic is not good, we remove it. In the same manner, let us be the mic of him. And he has got only one tune, only happiness. God did not create this world out of frustration. I am getting bored, I want to know. No, 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 no. He is infinite. Friends, nobody can help us in this. We have to work on ourselves. All other things that we continue doing, no problem. But focus attention on mind. So like I am talking to you. Now where is my attention? Because talking is an action. Where is my attention? If my attention is on you, I am going away from myself. Then what will be my expectation? My talk will make you change and it will never happen. The net result will be I'll be frustrated. I have done so much for the people, but see, my children don't listen to me. I have done so. Who asked you? See? If my attention is on myself, I am giving talk. I'll be the most arrogant person. The words of an arrogant person hurt. They don't change us. And third, if my attention is on my mind, that before talking, during talk, and after the talk is over, I am at peace with myself. See the difference? If I think I will improve the world, God has failed to improve his own creation. Many times people ask us, Swamiji, why don't you do something so that you can help the society? I said, look here, I have not created the world. The one who created, let him bother. I am here for my evolution. Thus, let us focus attention on our mind before we take up anything. How is the quality of the mind? During the execution, how is the quality? After the job is done, how is the quality? Mind's quality should be the highest criteria. Do not justify being miserable. Do not justify being hurt. Do not justify being insulted. No. Relax, relax, relax. Give it a try, my friends, and be happy. Whenever you will feel happy, remember that time I am with you. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.